Once upon a time, in a big city full of people, lived two best friends. Their names were Kai and Gerda. Their houses were so close that the roofs almost touched. Between the roofs was a magical garden full of vegetables and beautiful roses. The roses grew tall and wild, twisting together like a fragrant archway. Kai and Gerda sat under the roses, reading stories and singing songs. They were perfectly happy, and it was always summer in their hearts. But one day, the seasons began to change. Winter arrived early. The windows froze over. Outside, the snow swirled like a swarm of white bees.
Look at them swarm. Do they have a queen bee?
They do. She flies where the swarm is thickest. She is the Snow Queen.
That night, Kai peeked out through the frozen glass. Suddenly, a snowflake grew larger and larger, turning into a woman made of ice. Her eyes shone like stars, but there was no warmth. She waved at Kai. Kai was frightened and jumped back. The next day, a wicked wind blew the window open, carrying magical dust. It was not ordinary dust, but a cursed spell from the north. Before Kai could blink, a speck flew into his eye, and another speck settled right in his heart. But the dust froze his feelings. His heart turned into a lump of ice.
Don't touch me! You look so ugly when you cry!
He ran to the garden and kicked the rose box. He tore the beautiful flowers apart. One snowy day, Kai took his sled to the big square to play alone. Suddenly, a magnificent white sleigh appeared. The driver was the Snow Queen, wrapped in white fur. Kai boldly tied his little sled to the great sleigh. They went faster and faster, right out of the city gates. The Snow Queen pulled Kai into her sleigh and wrapped him in her coat. She kissed him on the forehead. Her kiss was colder than ice. It made Kai forget Gerda and his home. They flew up into the black cloud. Back home, winter passed and the spring sun returned. Gerda waited and waited, but Kai did not return.
Kai is not dead. I will find him.
She put on her new red shoes and went to the river. She threw her precious shoes into the water as a gift.
River, have you taken my playmate? Take these, but give him back.
A small boat carried her far away, past trees and old houses. Finally, she reached a strange cottage with red and blue windows. An old woman came out. She wore a sun hat painted with flowers.
You poor little child. Come in.
The old woman was a sorceress. She wanted a little girl of her own. She combed Gerda's hair with a golden comb. As she combed, Gerda began to forget Kai and her journey. Fearing the roses would remind Gerda of home, the old woman waved her wand. All the rose bushes sank deep underground. Gerda played in the magic garden where the sun always shone. But one day she saw the old woman's sun hat. Painted right in the center was a red rose. Gerda remembered everything.
roses! Where are the roses?
She searched the garden but found none. She sat down and wept. Her hot tears fell onto the ground. Where her tears fell, a rose bush sprang up, blooming and fresh. Gerda kissed the roses.
Oh, Kai. I have wasted so much time.
She ran to the garden gate. It was locked, but she pushed the rusty latch until it sprang open. Outside, the summer was gone. It was late autumn, cold and grey. Gerda ran out into the world with bare feet. Her little feet were tired and sore. But she had to go on. The dark forest lay ahead. Gerda walked through a dark forest where the trees were covered in ice. Suddenly, a band of robbers burst forth from the shadows.
She shall not be hurt. She shall play with me.
She took Gerda to her cave to be her friend. Inside the cave, a fire burned brightly. High up, wood pigeons cooed in their cages, and a large reindeer was tied to the wall. That night, the pigeons spoke to Gerda.
We have seen little Kai. He was with the Snow Queen.
Gerda gasped.
Where did they go? Please tell me.
The reindeer spoke with a deep voice.
She went to Lapland. Her palace is near the North Pole.
The robber girl heard everything. She looked at Gerda's sad face. Her heart softened. She cut the reindeer's rope.
Take this girl to Lapland. Hurry! Thank you. Goodbye.
They raced north, faster than the wind. Night fell, but the sky lit up with magical colors. The aurora borealis flickered blue and violet. They ran deep into the frozen north, over mountains and frozen lakes. Finally, they reached the Snow Queen's palace. The reindeer stopped. He could go no further. Gerda stood alone in the snow. The reindeer nudged her gently.
You must go alone now. Your power is in your heart.
The walls were made of driven snow and cutting winds. Gerda stepped into the cold darkness. The winds tried to stop her, forming icy monsters. But Gerda was brave. Her warm breath fought back the cold. She marched forward, straight towards the center. The great hall was empty and freezing. In the middle sat Kai, frozen and still. Gerda had found him at last. Kai was blue with cold, almost black, but he did not know it. He was playing with sharp pieces of ice, trying to make words.
Spell the word eternity, and you shall be free.
But his heart was a lump of ice. He could not find the word. Gerda saw him. She knew him instantly.
Kai. Little Kai!
She flew to him and threw her arms around his neck. She held him
Kai.
tight, though he was as cold as a stone.
I have found you.
Kai sat still, stiff and silent. Then Gerda wept hot, burning tears. Her tears fell upon his chest and reached his heart. They melted the lump of ice and washed away the cursed dust. Kai looked at her. The warmth began to return. He burst into tears. The grain of dust rolled out of his eye with his tears. He knew her and shouted for joy.
Dear little Gerda, where have you been?
He looked around the vast, empty hall. They hugged and laughed. It was so beautiful. Even the pieces of ice danced for joy and formed the word eternity. Kai was free. They walked out of the palace, hand in hand. The reindeer was waiting for them. They traveled back, leaving the cold behind. As they walked south, the spring green appeared.
Woohoo! See you next time!
Flowers bloomed under their feet. They recognized the high towers of their own city. They went straight to the grandmother's room. Everything was exactly the same. The clock said tick-tock. But they noticed that they were no longer children. They had grown up. The rose bushes were covered with beautiful red blossoms. They were grown up, yet in their hearts, they were still children, and it was summer. Once upon a time, there was a land so joyful, a place where colors bloomed and the air smelled of peace. Every creature in the valley lived a life full of light and happiness. But secrets, even in the happiest kingdoms, always cast a long shadow. Hidden away was the secret treasure, a girl named Rapunzel and her legendary hair. Rapunzel loved her books and the stories they held, but the pages always described a world she had never seen. For years, Rapunzel had meticulously practiced knotting and braiding the strands, an innocent hobby, or perhaps a well-kept plan. Rapunzel wasn't just dreaming of freedom. She was calculating the physics of it. Her intelligence was her sharpest tool, far more powerful than any magic. Now, here comes Gothel. She didn't look like a proper witch, but she certainly acted like one. Her arrival was always the same, loud, demanding, and utterly predictable.
Rapunzel! Rapunzel! Let down your hair for me!
Rapunzel obeyed the mechanical command, but her gaze was focused on her escape supplies, not the view. Gothel was content, convinced Rapunzel was perfectly happy in her gilded cage.
Remember, my sweet Rapunzel, your hair is the only treasure I have.
Mother must leave now. Be a good girl and wait for me, Rapunzel.
And just like that, the tower was silent again. But this silence was now filled with opportunity for Rapunzel. Rapunzel knew this world only through her tiny window, but she used her clever mind to see more. Her preparations were always meticulous. Every piece of the puzzle was carefully planned. Her hair was her prison, yes, but Rapunzel had decided to turn it into her escape route. Meanwhile, In the deep woods, a supposed hero was arriving, though hero is a strong word for Flynn.
Where am I in the Seven Kingdoms? Wait, is that a tower?
Flynn was charming, no doubt, but his climbing skills were non-existent. Then, as the sun began to set, Flynn saw a spectacle he could hardly believe.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let your hair down for me.
Aha! I think I've found a shortcut to the top.
The princess moved with practiced speed. Gothel never saw the hidden movements.
Now go, Rapunzel. Mother needs to rest.
The silence returned, giving Flynn the signal he had been waiting for.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel. Mama's home.
Rapunzel was not fooled, not for a single moment, but this was the opportunity she had planned for.
Great! Looks like I finally got lucky.
Flynn had the shortcut, but he didn't account for the strength and speed of a girl who had been practicing this pull for years. He landed, breathless and dizzy, right into a trap set by the brilliant Rapunzel.
Who are you and how did you find me? Talk!
Wait, this isn't what it looks like. I just needed a place to hide.
What the hell is this? Let me go! I thought you were...
I know what my mama sounds like. And you are certainly not Gothel.
Rapunzel took control immediately. Her careful planning had led her to this exact moment.
You are going to help me. I need a guide to the outside world.
A guide? My dear, I am Prince Flynn. I usually require compensation for my services.
Compensation? I believe your compensation is not being left here for Gothel to find.
Rapunzel showed him the stakes of her escape. Freedom or an angry witch.
Wait, a witch? I mean, that woman singing hysterically is actually a witch?
She will not be pleased to find a prince here. Your best bet is to help me escape, now!
All right. I'm your guide. But you owe me dinner, Princess Rapunzel.
Rapunzel released him, but she held the leash. She was not taking any chances.
We must hurry. She usually comes back right after midnight.
Back in the forest, Gothel felt a prickle of unease. A mother's intuition, perhaps. Whatever it was, it sent Gothel hurrying back towards the tower. Time was running out. They had to be fast, silent, and decisive. Every minute spent in preparation was paying off now.
Down there! So far, Rapunzel!
Go! There's no time to hesitate!
Prince Flynn, the reluctant guide, was learning the hard way that this princess called the shots. Rapunzel was the calm center of the storm.
Slow!
Despite his clumsiness, Rapunzel needed him. She would not let him fall. Then, the movement. Gothel was close, too close. There was no more time for planning. It was time for action.
Hurry, Rapunzel! I hear something coming!
For the first time, Rapunzel felt the grass beneath her feet, and she didn't stop running. Rapunzel was free, but the jungle was vast, and her captor was close behind. Gothel had returned, only to find the unthinkable. Her treasure was gone.
Rapunzel, traitor! You will pay for this!
We need to cross here. It's the fastest route.
Rapunzel knew speed was essential, but only if they could lose Gothel entirely. With her quick mind, Rapunzel improvised, setting a clever trap near the path. Gothel was powerful, but also arrogant, rushing forward without caution. The clever princess had slowed the wicked witch down, momentarily.
Unbelievable! I will find you, Rapunzel!
Nice one, princess. That's gonna stick.
But the relief was short-lived. They had reached the edge of the known world.
Nope. We turn back, Rapunzel. We cannot cross this.
Rapunzel knew retreat was not an option. She saw her escape. This was her moment of ultimate bravery, to trust her hair and her plan.
Hold on tight, Flynn. We are taking the fast route.
You expect me to rely on hair?
And with a leap of faith, they left the edge of the cliff. The golden strands became a triumphant pendulum, swinging them towards freedom. The thrill of the outside world, finally her own.
This is incredible! You are incredible, Rapunzel!
The great swing was over. They were safe, for now. Gothel saw them, and her rage intensified to a terrifying level.
Let the shadows consume you both.
The witch would not be defeated by a simple swing, but Rapunzel was always one step ahead, anticipating the danger. In the silence of the cave, they shared a moment of exhilaration and survival. Gothel was trapped on the other side, temporarily defeated by geography and Rapunzel's planning. The magic hair was no longer a chain. It was a lifeline.
You truly are amazing, Rapunzel.
Thank you.
Now, let's see the sunrise.
Their adventure had just begun, and the world was waiting for the brave princess. As the true sun rose, Rapunzel felt a joy she had only read about.
We should head towards those distant peaks. Civilization lies that way.
Freedom required constant vigilance. Rapunzel knew Gothel would not give up easily. Sure enough, the angry witch was back on their trail, using her magic to track the powerful strands of hair.
Flynn, she is close. We need to lose the signal.
Rapunzel decided to confuse the magic. She used her cleverness to create a maze for Gothel. Gothel was baffled. The magic signals were pulling her in 3 different directions at once.
She is making fun of me. I will use my eyes, not her silly tricks.
They needed a final decisive trap to gain permanent freedom.
This is it, Flynn. The final lure.
I'm with you, Rapunzel. What's the plan?
Rapunzel offered the bait, a glimmer of the power Gothel desired most. Gothel arrived, breathing heavily, convinced victory was hers. The greed blinded the witch. She lunged straight for the gold. Snap! Gothel was caught, utterly humiliated by a simple human trap.
You little trickster! I will never forgive you, Rapunzel!
I am not returning, Gothel. My hair belongs to me.
This was the final step, severing the last physical tie to her captivity. Snip, Rapunzel cut her own hair, the magic was gone, and the princess was truly free.
It suits you, Rapunzel. The freedom look.
With her golden cage gone, Rapunzel finally walked into the world she belonged to. She found the royal family who had mourned the lost princess for so long. No magic was needed for them to recognize their daughter. The king and queen finally held their precious Rapunzel again. The lost piece was home.
Welcome home, Princess Rapunzel.
Rapunzel had found not only her family, but also a true companion in the charming, if clumsy, Flynn. Their bond was not built on magic, but on mutual respect and shared adventure. And so, Princess Rapunzel ruled her kingdom, never forgetting the tower that taught her strength. She proved that a princess does not need long magic hair to find her destiny. And so Princess Rapunzel showed us that courage and intelligence are the strongest magic spells of all.